There's a lot of things that go on in this world, and, people, they spend a lot of time just looking at all the bad, watching the news and stuff. But you know what? Bad things have been happening in this world all the time. I mean, just read the Bible and the Book of Mormon. It's not like there's more bad happening than there was in Book of Mormon times, or more bad happening today than what was going on in biblical times. It's just going to happen. And I don't like what's going on, but I honestly don't care because it doesn't affect me. I'm just living life. I mean, what's going on the other side of the world doesn't affect me whatsoever. It affects other individuals, unfortunately, but the Lord loves his people so much regardless of where they're at in the world. He's going to take care of them regardless of the circumstance they're in. It might not necessarily happen now, but I think a lot of people forget that the Lord will make up for all that, which we could not do for ourselves in this life, in the next life. I mean, there's grand promises. All we have to do is just do our best to live life to the best of our abilities and try to be as faithful as we possibly can, even if it's hard for us to be the quote-unquote faithful individual, especially us as members of his only true and living church upon the face of the whole earth. And one thing I've come to learn is that it is not easy being a member of the Lord's only true church on this world. I mean, there's so much that goes into the quote-unquote being a faithful member, but we're never going to be perfect at it. And I came to learn that a long time ago, and that's why I rely on the sacrament every single Sunday to help keep me moving forward. And who knows? I'm wondering what that day is going to be like when I finally get to be perfect in every aspect of my being. And, though the Lord might not answer prayers in this life for whatever reason, there's no trial that exists in this life that will be big enough to take me to a point to where I'd want to just leave the church. It's tempting sometimes, but it's not tempting enough, and it never will be, because of the witness that the Lord has blessed me with of his living divinity, of the truthfulness of the Book of Mormon, and of the great plan of salvation that we all learned about before the creation of this world. We are part of a great plan, and we are engaged in the great plan. Whether you think you are or not, you are part of it by just being here. And by actively participating in the church and bearing testimony at times when it's appropriate, and just doing your best to heed the words of living prophets and apostles who the Lord has put forth before us, that promise of ultimate happiness and answered prayers will eventually come on the appointed day when the Lord will return on that great and dreadful day. I don't know when that day is going to happen, but I'm pretty confident it's closer than we can all think of. But who cares about everything that's going on in the world? Let's just concentrate on this stuff, what we got going on here, and what's in the Book of Mormon and what prophets and apostles have to say, and just try to live to the best of our abilities. This is the Lord's church. I know that Jesus Christ physically lives in a body of flesh and bone, which provides us with that guaranteed promise that we will all live again after we die. It's a guarantee. There is no beating around the bush with this one. The Lord is resurrected. We will be resurrected one day as well. And the evidence of this is within the Book of Mormon and the testimonies that our living prophets and apostles give. These men are men that the Lord has called to keep the doctrine pure, protect the priesthood, and lead his church as we inch closer to the second coming of Jesus Christ. And I say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.